Hello, hello, hello. I want to make a video thanking Professor Dr. Steven Pinker for creating a petition for freedom of speech. I find that extremely courageous and intellectually strong and mentally strong and psychologically strong. So that's really awesome. So I think this fits onto this channel here. That's why I make this video for this channel, because I want to specifically discuss freedom of speech type of things on this channel and how we can make the internet better by standing up for net neutrality, by standing up against censorship, and by standing up for freedom of speech. I find that extremely important, and I hope that other people will join us on that journey, on that mission. Okay, so it is extremely, infinitely vital and important to keep net neutrality. We don't really have full net neutrality. These are all just hopeful attempts, also in the past. But, net neutrality was initially a lot better on YouTube and on the other social media websites. So it started to take a turn downward, spiraling down, with the corporate agenda's attempt to turn people against Donald Trump. That's how much fear they have of Donald Trump. And that should just show everyone who has paid attention that Donald Trump is actually a super caring person and a gentle and kind and compassionate person. Okay, and that's why the corporate agenda is so afraid of him, because he wants to make the world better. Okay, he wants to make this country better. He wants to clean up the house, just like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jerry Brown, those were absolutely fantastic governors. And Governor Newsom is very good too. It's just that he is a little bit blinded by the Democratic Party and by this agenda that has infiltrated into the Democratic Party and into the overall morality of liberalism. So, and because it has infiltrated into liberalism, the corporate agenda, using their dirty middlemen that they can use, that they can turn very easily against someone, using their already existing fears and hate and so on. That's what they're doing. Okay, so that's how the corporate agenda is able to completely infest itself into the Democratic Party, to the point now where the Democratic Party no longer exists. Okay, it's become just a puppet facade. It has a fake facade, and what's inside now is the corporate agenda's hitmen that are working for them almost for free. Some of them are paid. There's a hierarchy of hitmen now that are all working for the corporate agenda. Most of them don't know they're working for the corporate agenda. There's only a few that on the very top that know that they're working for the corporate agenda, for Soros and the Rothschilds. And even Soros is not the one all the way on the top of the pyramid. Okay, the people on top of the pyramid are the monetary string holders, and that's the Rothschild bankers. Not all Rothschilds from that expanded, very, very expanded family are corrupt. Not all Rothschilds are completely blinded by greed or disconnected. No. Many of them have very high ethical standards. It's just a handful from that expanded family, that has evolved over many generations. So it's only a handful of those people that are driven by greed and hunger for power and more power and more power. There will never be an end to the need for further power proliferation. So, and they are the wealthiest of all, and they have people among them that are probably more wealthy than the currently declared wealthiest person on the planet, Jeff Bezos. So I suspect there are people in the Rothschild family, those are all the banker people, okay, that have expanded a wealth that is of epic proportions. It's probably already in the trillions, but they don't want that to be publicly declared. They don't want that in a Forbes magazine. They don't want their faces shown. They don't want this to come out to the public, because that would stir up a lot of emotions, and it will cause a big uproar. Yeah. So they already know they have a lot of people hating them. They know there are some conspiracy theory type of people, of course, that are not fully informed, and some of them are just they're also led onto the wrong track deliberately by the corporate agenda. But there is a handful of people who are informed about who is who and where the trail goes, to which bank account, So they follow the money trail. The real investigative journalists are out there, and there are very, very few who really have an idea of what is going on and where this is going to and in which direction and who it is. They may not know exactly the exact person, but they know. They know it is a handful of bankers from the Rothschild family who are basically holding most of the wealth on this planet, and who are the string holders, who are the puppeteers of everything else. Basically, almost every human has her or his price. Okay, so, and they know that, and so because of that, they have their pyramid. And Soros is probably basically the right-hand assistant to them. So the next one from the top of the pyramid, the second, a very, very wealthy middleman, collaborator, string holder on his own, but held by the strings of the Rothschild bankers. Okay. So And I don't want people to think that they're all bad. You know, there are some amazing people in the Rothschild family, but there are a few, just maybe less than 1% of the Rothschilds that are the string holders, the financial string holders. And that's why Muammar Gaddafi wanted to get rid of that monetary system, that empty money system. And that's why the string holders, using their collaborators that all have their price in politics, that's why they used the US military and politicians to get Muammar Gaddafi assassinated, because he wanted to make the world a better place. And that would have blown open to the public that the string holders, the financial string holders, have a wealth of empty money. It's just an illusion. And if this would fly open to the public, this is empty money. It's not even backed up by anything. It's not even backed up anymore by actual gold or silver or real estate. Okay? So they have that too, have plenty of that too. But the numbers they are of what they have, that's like, I don't know, 99% of that number is empty money. And if that would fly open, that this is empty money, then people would see, oh, the emperor has no clothes on. That's empty money. We don't need to cater to them anymore now. So it's all empty money, and so they would instantly lose that money that they never had, the IOU, the empty money. It would fly away, gone with the wind, basically. Gone with your former illusion. You know, it's an illusion that would flutter away in an instant. So because of that, because they didn't want people to lose that illusion, they killed Muammar Gaddafi. That's what they do. That's how much power they have. But they only have that much power because people cater to them. People give in to this. That's why. Because almost every person has their price, as Rockefeller said. And that's what the real problem is. The real problem is not the emperors or the financial string holders. It's the people that cater to that corrupt system, that say, what the heck, I will do it. If I don't do it, someone else will. So they will do the corrupt act. They will cater to it. And that happens in almost every institution, in almost every area in life, whether it is child trafficking or other corrupt things, corrupt secret groups or religions or power groups or influencer groups or cults. It's the people, the individual people, that give into this because they get something. They get something paid to them for being quiet or for collaborating. Those are the ones that are really 100% to blame, just as much to blame as the corrupt string holders themselves. So that's why I make these videos, because I think that should sink in to people. They should really think about this. Very, very good. Don't give in to any corrupt and violent and horrible movement. Say no to it. And stand up for net neutrality and freedom of speech. Peace.